Hello, wanderers of the internet. It's Paleo Jonathan, and welcome to Jurassic Dark, a horror-themed park in Sorna 93 at dusk, which is the darkest that I like. The darkest time is dusk for some reason, and at night. But yeah, it's a horror-themed park with a focus on like playing around with the lighting mechanics and just being kind of spooky. So first we have this square here. Gotta have time started up. We have a nice square here of like entryway with like a watchtower, a couple hotels, a few necessary staff buildings. Over here we have a lab tour with like red lights, and I thought this would be like a horror. It would be like a haunted house almost, is what I thought it could be. Like there's like enclosures in there with compies and stuff, and well, uh, that's just what I'm thinking though. Anyways, yeah, we have like other buildings, like all Jurassic Park style, because it looks really imposing. Like the Jurassic Park like Science Center looks really cool. Anyways, no reason to dawdle here when we can move onwards into the park. Walking down this street with lights on either side, only rocks are between you and the dinosaurs, with their silhouettes in front of these light posts. Here we have two Majungosauruses with like a blood red patterning on their head, and they look very cool. Which reminds me, oh yeah, I forgot, there are viewing galleries over here that lead into this exhibit right here with a river and lights going through it. The river's on the other side. And inside are, of course, Troodons, the Jurassic Park's favorite horror dinosaur. Maybe not Jurassic Park's, but Jurassic Park fans' favorite horror dinosaur. And they look very cool. I love their striped skin pattern. Anyways, and then on the on the other side of this enclosure are, is that one of them? Nope. Okay, well, if we travel through this tunnel and we emerge back out into like an open lake area, and still all around you are the dinosaurs stalking you, watching you. Anyways, if I can find him, there should be some Proceratosauruses in here. Oh, yeah, there we go. Hello. Hi. They have like a very like two-toned aesthetic that I like a lot. Anyways, there is a monorail here, mostly because it's like necessary for the park to work, but also because it adds some really pretty lights. And playing around with lighting was my main goal with this park. Anyways, yeah, travel through like the rock path once more, and then you go down this long tunnel until you finally reach it. You go under the archway even, and then you emerge into the Jurassic tour, because most of this park is a tour. And oh, emergency shutdown, lovely. We love it when that happens. Of course. Well, anyways, we might as well just go on it. Here we have the Raptors in the long grass, and for some reason the skins are glitched, and it took me forever to find the Raptor one, the tiger striped ones. But dang, is it worth it? They look so sick, especially when they're like on the prowl. And of course, they're the ones that destroyed a vehicle. Of all the animals we have on this tour. But we'll come back around to them though, so I'm not too fussed about showcasing them very well. So yeah, you might have noticed that there's like lights on the edges of the forest. And that's like to create this like imposing thing where you can see the silhouettes of dinosaurs. Over here we have the Indominus Rex, and a black skin at that, and it looks so sick. Dude, it really does feel like a monster, especially in this lighting. Anyway, so back on the path, we travel around a small lake, and then we curve around this mountain here. And then we can see the Indominus climbing over. If we're lucky, he'll keep going, and we can see him on the other side, too. But yeah, so the lighting is just so imposing. This might be my favorite park that I've made, for sure, actually. Like, maybe not the best, but my favorite for sure. Oh, is the Indominus over here? Nah, he turned around. Okay, then. Well, whatever. We can travel through this gate right here. And then we emerge in another horrifying exhibit with, you might know by the dead goats if you're familiar with the game. Where is it? Hello? You should be somewhere, shouldn't you? There we have it. We have a white Indoraptor, which also looks really cool. I switched the Indominus and the Indoraptor, and it just charges into the forest, so doesn't get to show it off long. And in fact, there's not just that Indoraptor, there's also another one. But I didn't get to see that one, so whoa! Okay. Never mind. We do get to see that one. I almost ran him over. Yeah, there we have him. Dude. Oh, that's sick. Look at him. He has a nice, like, brown skin. And he looks very cool. Anyways, heading on over to the next exhibit. Oh, the Proceratosauruses are continuing to kill each other. We love it when this happens. There used to be like 8 of them. Anyways, here in this exhibit we have a lagoon. And to our right, in the darkness, we have 2 Allosaurus with a very cool green pattern with like a toxic green on them. I like them a lot. They look very cool. Anyways, traveling around the lagoon, that you wouldn't be able to see anything in anyways, because at dusk, the lighting is kind of broken in the lagoons. I'll do my best to show it. We have 2 Lipleurodons. And anyways, we can continue to travel through the Allosaurus area until we make it into this aviary here. Oh, that goat almost like sent me flying. Here we have an aviary in the darkness with like a yellow light on it, and we have Marodactylus flying around. Looking very cool, very slick. Anyways, we can emerge over here, and we can once more go past the lagoon. And we can find somewhere. Oh, there they are. A pair of Giganotosaurus with the coolest skin. Dude, they're like green and red and purple. I love them so much. I love them. They're so cool. Anyways, traveling further on the tour, we can travel through this gate. Shoot. And then we can travel into the next guest stop on the tour, traveling past loads of Dilos, and they are really horrifying watching them dart around. Oh, of course it starts to rain. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, watching them like dart around in the darkness and do all their tweets and twitters and stuff. Oh, and they're with their frills. Oh, they're so cool. This is possibly my favorite exhibit on the tour, just because of the Dilos. Well, anyways, we have another guest area, and I imagine this is where they would leave when they're done. This is also where we have our hatchery. We have another red thing, and instead of being a haunted house, this one is a like merch shop. Like, I survived Jurassic Dark. But yeah, we have our like response team here. Of course. One of the Dilos is dead, of course. Well, oh yes, shoot, I forgot to show off the Lipleurodons. So if we go underwater, you can't really see anything unless you like look up and see their silhouette. But they are very cool looking. I like them a lot. Anyways, I imagine what it is that at dusk, since the lighting is... But the lighting doesn't come from a horizontal angle. So, I don't know. I don't know why. I think it's just broken. In real life, it would make sense, though. Because at nighttime, you have, like, light shining directly down off the moon. Whereas at dusk, there's, like, light heading sideways that wouldn't be able to get into the water. Anyways, traveling back through the Dilo exhibit. The reason I decided to build it on Sorna is because I imagine that, like, in the universe of this park, the events of the Jurassic Park movies did happen. And, like, it's, like, a horror attraction because of the actual deaths that happened here. Of course, I can't stop the tour truck from playing this silly, cheery music. But, not much I can do about that. And you might be able to tell by how this one looks, and I really like the, like, reflections of the lights on the water. But this is obviously meant for Spinosaurus. But I can't see him right now, so we're coming back for him later. Anyways, though, this is the cool part. You travel behind this mountain, and you can't see anything until finally you travel around it, and then you emerge on the other end on a giant field on which you might, if you're lucky, catch a glimpse of, on account of the fact that it hasn't been shown yet. You're not stupid. Oh, and there it is in front of the lights. The Tyrannosaurus Rex. With the 93 skin because it looks sick. Oh, look at it stare us down. That's cool. Oh, no. I hit the monorail track. Oh, gosh. I'm just going to get running away because that T-Rex looks very spooky. I think I really managed to capture the, like, idea of a horror park pretty well. Even if it isn't, like, a perfect park by any means. Like, I could have done more with terraforming. I think it's definitely an interesting idea, to say the least. I think it's a more, like, interesting theme than just, like, oh, this park is squares. Like, it really changed the way that I designed the park. And I think that's cool. So, here once more we're in the Raptors in the long grass, and it really is between them and the Dilos for me as, like, which one is my favorite exhibit. They're both just so cool and so, like, aesthetic. Like, look at them prowling through the grass. I just wish there was, like, long enough grass that you couldn't even see a raptor in it. But obviously that would be annoying to program. Well, anyways, quickly moving onwards, we can show you the Spino. Oh, it's looking at the Rex, I bet. But yeah, it has a really nice white skin with, like, blood red sail and head. And that's an imposing animal. That's cool. But yeah, not much more to show, really. I mean, that's basically it for the park. I can kind of do a quick flyover. But I really enjoyed building this one. And playing around with lighting is definitely fun. I'll be sure to use it more often in the future. I think it definitely has, like, one of the coolest overheads of any other park I built just because all of the lighting. I also really like this area with, like, just the rocks. And I wish I had the time to, like, make more of that. But it's just so time consuming. And I don't really have that time. I don't have that kind of time to consume. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. And I will see you guys later. Goodbye.